All right, folks, welcome back to the Crisis Report Alert for October 27th, 2025. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We're going to be talking today about the win for Javier Milei. We're going to be talking about some stolen tech from China of America. We're going to be talking about Hurricane Melissa. We're going to be talking about the Middle East and still trying to find the bodies of people and get that all returned, of course, to Israel, and other many major things. So lock in, let's go. This is your Crisis Report Alert for October 27th, 2025. King Charles is going to unveil a memorial to LGBT plus armed forces community later today at National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire. Nigel Farage says London police and Mayor Sadiq Khan have been denying that there are grooming gangs in London. Maybe London is the last great scandal to be uncovered, and it looks like we're very, very close to that, he said. Venezuelan officials say the CIA is funding a partisan group inside Venezuela to stage a false flag operation against the U.S. vessel to attain a casus belli to attack Venezuelan territory. Two B-1B Lancer bombers airborne, Grand Forks Air Force Base headed towards the Caribbean. Huge victory for Javier Milei after tough forecasts. Party La Libertad won the midterm elections with about 40% of the votes, 41 to be, honest. Compared to 24% of the Peronist opposition party, Milei's party even managed to win the Buenos Aires province, considered a stronghold for the Peronists. Overall, Milei's party doubled its strength in both houses of parliament, and a strong vote of confidence in him and his economic legislation. Last week, Trump threatened that if Milei does not win, the U.S. would stop aid to Argentina. The American president congratulated the president of Argentina on the victory, stating he is doing a great job. The citizens of Argentina have justified our support for him. Jamaican government has ordered residents of the capital, Kingston, other regions to evacuate as Hurricane Melissa is intensifying to a powerful Category 4. 2 years ago today, October 27th, ground operation in the Gaza Strip began. 2 years later, out of 251 hostages, the bodies of 13 remain in Hamas's hands. IDF now controls more than 50% of Gaza. Nearly 80% of the buildings have been destroyed, rendered uninhabitable. An international agreement has been signed calling for the disarmament of Hamas and the demilitarization of Gaza before any reconstruction efforts can begin. Think twice before you launch another one of those. UNIFIL force shot down an Israeli drone that was conducting intelligence gathering near Kfar in southern Lebanon and then accused Israel of firing at its personnel. The IDF clarified the incident, stating UNIFIL forces deliberately fired at the drone, which posed no threat. Israel's Foreign Minister Sadr, Palestinian Authority has not stopped payments to terrorists. It has only changed the method, and now that terrorists receive the payments through the Palestinian Postal Service, the PA also pays terrorists who were released in the current deal. Defense Minister Katz approved the IDF's recommendation. The special situation on the home front, southern Israel, will be lifted tomorrow for the first time since October 7th. Hurricane Melissa strengthens to a Category 5. Putin is going to meet North Korean Foreign Minister in Moscow on Monday, according to the Kremlin. Erica Kirk will appear on a major Fox News interview, making the first television sit-down since the death. Qualcomm shares have soared 20% on a new AI chip launch. U.S. President Trump congratulates Javier Milei and his party on winning the legislative elections. Congratulations to him in the landslide victory. He said he is doing a wonderful job. Our confidence in him was justified by the people of Argentina. Buenos Aires province, at least 100,000 people voted right. National Socialist Patriotic Front party led by Cesar Biondini. Majority of Jamaica now in the 20-30 inches of rain range. According to reports, UAE has been hiring foreign fighters from Colombia and several other nations. These forces are said to be sent to target and control local Sudanese populations. Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi pays respects to the fallen Imperial Japanese Army that were killed in action in Malaysia during her visit to the ASEAN. Today, she visited the Kuala Lumpur Japanese Cemetery, offered flowers, deeply moved and able to pay respects to the ancestors of those who lost their lives in Malaysia. Following this, she visited the National Monument to honor the spirits of soldiers, civilians who died in the Second World War. Israel will intensify its attacks in Lebanon and increase the damage to Hezbollah while the Lebanese government exerts pressure on the group to disarm. This creates a pincer movement in which both Israel and governments of Lebanon and Syria are acting simultaneously. Israel will intensify its attacks in Lebanon and increase Hezbollah. It's a doubler. United Arab Emirates transferred American critical defense technology to Huawei that made massive damage to U.S. aircraft. According to Financial Times, U.S. intelligence received files that UAE transferred critical defense technologies to Huawei. It helped China develop extended-range missile systems and gave Chinese fighter jets advantage over American counterparts. Great job. Democratic lawmakers are pushing a 3-year pilot program for guaranteed basic income, offering monthly payments to cover rent for a 2-bedroom apartment. The initiative aims to shield Americans from economic shocks and AI-driven job losses. New York Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman is reintroducing the Guaranteed Income Pilot Program Act of 2025. It would select 20,000 participants aged 18 to 65, 10,000 receiving unrestricted monthly funds equal to fair market rent in the area, determined by Health and Human Services. The rest form a control group. I'm sure that'll go over great. Argentine stock market, S&P Merval, rises about almost 20% following the Milei victory, some stocks gaining as much as 48%. Armed Services YMCA, an organization that provides support to American military families, reports a 30 to 75% increase in demand of its food banks near military bases since the shutdown began. And the SNAP program may be halted. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has issued a stark warning. Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, I thought it was senatorial, but supplemental, benefits will not be distributed on November 1st, citing an ongoing government funding impasse. In a notice posted on this website, USDA stated Senate Democrats have now voted 12 times to not fund the food stamp program, also known as the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. Bottom line, the well has run dry. At this time, there will be no benefits issued November 1st. We are approaching an inflection point for the Senate Democrats. They can continue to hold out for health care for illegal aliens and other mutilation procedures, or reopen the government so mothers, babies, and most vulnerable among us can receive critical nutritional assistance. The announcement comes as food banks across Idaho's Treasure Valley prepare for a potential surge in demand from families who rely on federal nutrition assistance. SNAP, formerly known as food stamps, serves millions of low-income Americans nationwide. In Idaho, thousands of households depend on the program for basic nutrition needs. America is getting poorer. Friends, that's your Crisis Report Alert. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. If you would like to consider putting your IRA or your 401k into gold and silver, doing it through your retirement funds, which you can do, and they'll guide you, please consider the link in the description. Join us on the other platforms and everything else. We appreciate you being here. God bless you all, and we will see you on the next one.